A massive win for Arsenal against Manchester United at Old Trafford means we take this title race to the final day. But Mikel Arteta has broken a record by beating Manchester United at Old Trafford. But before I get into the video and talk about the game, if you're new here, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button and turn on those notifications. It would really help me out. So let's just begin talking about the game. It wasn't the prettiest Arsenal victory. There was a lot of nervy moments. The ball, we weren't composed at all, not sustaining attacks. It was nowhere near our best performance. But when you're at this stage in a title race, all that matters is the results. And that's what we did. We went there to a ground we only had won once at in the last 17 years and came away with the 3 points. And the goal just came from some really smart, intelligent play from Kai Havertz. He recognised Casemiro was playing him onside. So he moved into that area to make himself onside so Ben White could play the pass. A really nicely weighted pass from Ben White. And now it's about Havertz just taking his time, waiting. Then Leandro Trossard, brilliant wing play. That's now 12 Premier League goals for him this season. And it's deserved. He's been one of our better attackers. He comes in and just taps it home. And that's 1-0. And we hold on for the rest of the game. A really strong performance by Saliba, Gabriel and Raya. I'll get onto that later in a different video about William Saliba, who's now had a man of the match at Anfield, at the Etihad and now at Old Trafford. He really is something else. But now let's get onto the record that Mikel Arteta has broken, which has stood for a very long time. That win has meant we have got 27 wins in a Premier League season, which is the most in any other season for this great club. The great Arsene Wenger never passed 26 wins, and Mikel Arteta in his 6th, 7th, 8th season, I've probably got that wrong, but he has broken that record. And I can't believe there's people out there that don't believe in Mikel Arteta. To break a record from our greatest ever manager is just absolutely phenomenal. Better wins than what the Invincibles got. And we may not even win the league. It just goes to show how much of a powerhouse Manchester City are, that Mikel Arteta is breaking these great records. And yet we may not even win the Premier League. But massive kudos to Mikel Arteta and the squad for breaking this record. And I think we can even break it next season as well. I just see this squad improving. With Mikel Arteta, no matter what happens this season, even if we don't win the league, it's just been so impressive. We talk about defence winning you titles, and if we do win this title, we've got to put it down to the defence. A solid showing across the whole season. Most clean sheets. We've come to Old Trafford and just reduced them to only 1 shot on target. It may have felt like they had a lot of the ball, but they weren't really in any dangerous positions. And that's what good defences do. They come to these difficult away grounds and nullify them completely. So well done to the boys for that. And now we're in that awkward position. We have to support Tottenham Hotspur up against Manchester City on Tuesday. And Kai Havertz did say he's going to be the biggest Tottenham fan when we go there, when we go and watch them play against Manchester City. And yes, I think we have to. We have to hope for the best. It's a really tricky situation for Tottenham Hotspur, because do they really want to win this game and hand us a choice at winning the league? Or do they just want to get battered? I mean, I think if they just got battered, that's a small club mentality. But tell me, goodness, in the comments, if you were in Tottenham's position and Arsenal had Man City, and if we beat Man City, Tottenham would win the league, what would you want to happen? Because it's a really tricky situation. I'm just a bit conflicted. But we just have to say, thank God we're not the ones that are having to be in Tottenham's situation. Now we can just sit back and hope for the best. But yeah, another big win here. And since the Aston Villa game, we've been really good. And I've seen people pick that game out as a game where we bottled it, we messed up. I don't think so. Because hindsight is just a beautiful thing. Imagine if we had beaten Aston Villa. I don't think we would have gone on to beat Tottenham, to beat Chelsea, to beat Manchester United. You just can't be sure that it would have happened. Sometimes losses are good for regrouping the players, getting us focused on the target. And I think that's what that Aston Villa result did. Of course, would have loved to come away with those 3 points, and we would have gone into this final game of the season with it all in our hands. But now we're having to hope for the best. But, you know, this is football. It is just exciting that we're finally in a position where we're fighting for a title until the very end. It's not like last season where we completely rolled over. It's now on us. we're now fighting for it on the final day. It may be tears of joy, maybe tears of sadness, but Arsenal Football Club are back, and this won't be the last time we're going to be here competing for a title on the final day. Hopefully, maybe we'll have it wrapped up way sooner than this, but it's just exciting. This Arsenal team, guys, let's just watch it with a smile on our face. We're back. We're back competing for the big trophies we've always wished we would be competing for. So, Gunners, without further ado, let me know what you thought about the game. And do you think we can win this title? Do you think Tottenham can do us a favour? Or do you think it is just too much for us to ask for? So without further ado, if you've enjoyed the video, of course, like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. See you guys next time.